Hello friends, I am Shyam Bhatia and I welcome to On Academy 123. This is the part 2 our advanced Python series. So in previous video we have seen how to register user or admin, and now we will see in this video how to sign in or login. Let's start. First of all, this is my XAMPP control panel which is already running, and how to set up and how to do that, just go to the I button in above and watch the previous video. I have set all this requirement which we will need in your system. Okay, my system is updated, but you have to update in your some environment variables and some editing in the XAMPP HTTPD, so that your system can perform the Python as a backend. Okay, so in this I button you have just open, or I have given the link description box of part 1. So first of all, if you have not seen our previous or part 1, so I request you have to watch that video, otherwise it is useless. Okay, so let's start. So XAMPP is started. I am just opening here. This is my previous video, sign up. It is just we have seen in previous video, and this is the Python script in previous videos that we have inserted in database. Now we will start about that thing. So you will find the HTML opening, and what I did here, HTML is closing now. So HTML is closed, body is also I am closing here, then control S, then you will find the what I mean to say, nothing but .btn. Dot stands for class in CSS and hash stands for function in CSS. Now the curly open and close, color white, it does mean font color, background linear gradient, so our red either blue color will disappear slowly, not fast. Okay, and text must be aligned at the center, and font size I am using the 20 pixels. Right now style tag I have closed, head I have closed. Now the body started. In this section you will see that yes, I am running in a Chrome, so that you can easily visualize that thing up to the htdoc, just like here localhost, and if you watch yes, today we will discuss this video, but how it is login, I can explain you. Just what we will do today, just simple localhost and I am calling the kite function. Okay, so sign in. Okay, and here just you name nothing but Divya, and password if I put here. Then if you want to sign in, then yes, Divya Bhatia login successful. This video we will discuss in this video, and whole this working we will go like that. So come here, this is nothing but, and here you will see the button, red color is disappearing slowly, and font color is white. Okay, and if it okay, so let's go. Yes, here this is the center element, and action is sign in.py, which is my Python script, sign in.py. so all action here, where is the sign in.py, sign up.py, and this is the sign in.py, which is already I have opened in my here this is the sign in.py, but it is the incomplete because I will type every line and show the logic, which is the how it works. So first heading tag is the welcome on Python PHP based project, and login secure login zone, and it is the simple HTML which you know very well. Okay, so I don't need to explain it, because and after collecting some data I will throw on this script, that is sign in.py. and signin.py will verify the existing data in MySQL, and if it is correct, then you will allow to go to the main website. Otherwise you will barred, and message will pop up, your password or username incorrect. So this is the main logic in this thing. Okay, and here you will find the input. I am using the text and first name. Okay, and this is the placeholder and I make it required, so it is the client side validation. And enter the password, and if I'm type equal to password, then you know that if you type equal to password, then the appearing like that. If I go here, then yes, type here, yes, like that. Okay, but if I change simple text, where is password, if I text control S, and if you go and refresh, and if you write, and everything is visible. So if you use the type equal to password, then you will not visible anything. Okay, now name equal to password, and also I made it required because obviously it will required. Okay guys, and here is the horizontal line, HR tag, it does mean horizontal line, and width, it is the line of width, it is the total 30% of the whole web page. Let's say like that, it is the here to here, it is the only 30% of the whole page. So I made it here, and now you will see the color, and very special thing, color, and color is blue. You can change also red or whatever your favorite color. Just what is your favorite color, just comment below. Okay, and input type is the submit. Okay, whenever the input button will press, then all data, there is only two data, first name and password, will go from this script, and in this script you will access that thing. So, and if you reset, then everything will be reset. So btn, this is the CSS class styles I have implemented, that is btn in the both button, and whatever the number of button, just you have to use. And here I hyperlink, and if you are not registered, then click here, it does mean if you are not registered, then you can't sign in. So first of all, you have go to the sign up page, and you have to enter all your related credentials and submit and register, and now come there and try to log in. And if you enter the correct username and password, then it will match what you entered at the time of registration, and if the match correctly, then you will allow to go main website. And how it will work, we will discuss in this video. Here the div tag I have closed, and body I have closed, and HTML I have closed. Okay, and if I want to run a launch in Chrome, and then you will find nothing but it is the showing the script. So how to do that? If the script is show, then just pass the localhost, okay, yes. But if you enter some values, and password, then you will not allow to do the, yes, if you are not registered, then go there. If you not registered, okay, then go here. And here this page we have made in previous video in the part 1. So if you are not seen that video, then please I request you, you have to watch that video. Go in part 2, link in description or in I button. So if you go there and register, and after registration you can if already registered, then click here, then you come here. Okay, but still it's not working. Why? Because it's PHP backend script I didn't complete it. So I will complete. This is my signup.php. So nothing but go here and check where your table is existing, and what the admin existed name, but still it will not working. So what is my database name in previous video? Python data. Okay, and one more table is signup.php, but here is the 2 entries. But why it's not working? Because Python script we have to complete it. Now come here, this is the PHP or HTML code, simple. Now let's go to this signin.php, and this is the script signin.php. Here how to do that? This is the line which is most important line. So what is this? It is the path of your Python where your Python is existed, go to the your in your case it may be different. Here the this PC, and I have installed in a C directory. You can install everywhere what you need or what you like to. Here the Python 37, just to open and click, and here this location you have to up to the Python application, that is the 98 KB and application. After forward slash, after you have to write copy that, but this is the backward slash and you have to change the forward slash. Okay, you copy it, and just copy, and where you will paste it here in the first thing. Yes, you have to paste, but here the slash has been changed. You have to change. If you copy the path, and your slash like that, your slash is like that, but you slash change like that, and also change the one Python. Okay, and in your case this path may be different like that, app data, local programs, and etc, where whenever you by default is stored. So I did it. Okay, and here the print content text.html and some print, and here the I am running the HTML code, that is the center tag, and I am running in Python. How to run it? In double quote and angle bracket and write the center, and again the inside the print function, that is the inbuilt function in Python, and h1 that will use the heading hello Python welcome. Hello Python welcome. Where is the hello Python welcome? Where is nothing? Why it is not showing there? We are just to go okay, enter some dummy content, because I have made it. And if you go to the Python, and you will, yes, hello Python, it is the heading tag, and now you will see this import CGI. This is the most important, common gateway interface. So import this thing, this is the module, nothing but, and print this is Shyam Bhatia, and subscribe my eAcademy 123. This is Shyam Bhatia, and subscribe my eAcademy 123, and this is the horizontal line, HR blue. Okay, and form, I have created a object CGI.fieldStorage. Field storage is the inbuilt function, and inside the form variable I have imported the CGI, common gateway interface, and now using this form I can get every value, first name, last name, address, and whatever I want to use that values. So first value from that get value, that is the function. First name, where is, that is the first name, but it is the name, that is the first name, and another is password. Let's go to another is password. Both value thrown by HTML or PHP script here, and now using the CGI script you have to store that thing in a first name variable, in a password variable. Now inside the value is existed, which is inserted by the user or admin at a front end or at a client side. Now when it will come in that thing, and now we will match that thing, and you will match that thing, that is the existing. And this is the print function. I have given the localhost mango.signup.php. if you are not sign up that, then if you are not registered, then go to, and simple that. And now import the mysql.connector, and what does it mean? You nothing but go here. Yes, if you are not registered, and go here and re-login, then go here. Okay, this is nothing but this is the import.cgl cgl. After completing it, you have to do the nothing but, it is a simple and logical thing. What I made here, that will be, you have to serious on that matter, friends. And now I will explain you everything properly. Okay, I have created import.mysql.connector, and here I am creating the con variable, I am creating the connection variable. What does it mean? I am because until and unless I will not make the connection to the existing database, then how will I match that thing? So first of all, I am creating MySQL. Okay, MySQL dot tell me connector. So MySQL dot connector dot connect, you have to use connect, and inside you will pass, and inside you will pass nothing but the main and important logic. What is the and you have to call, and first user, you can say that what is the username, just use the root, and if you are using the root, then it does mean you have all privileges, you will log in as a admin. Okay, and if you use anyone other thing, then you will maybe not accessible by other things. So then root and password, I am leaving it right now blank, and write you can write the host, that is everyone know that it is the local host. I have local host. Okay, local host, everyone, local host, and another important thing is the most important, the database. Simple, you can say database is what is the name of database name is what is my database name, just go here, and it is my database, and Python data. What does it mean? Python data. So let's start. I am making Python data. Okay, what I made a mistake here. Okay, nothing but I have pressed it. Okay, yes, I am not making the comment, and go to the down, and everything, password I have shown the blank, and root and everything. You can also use the single or double quote, it doesn't mean. Python database is Python data. Okay, it is your, and now the most important line I will write here. After doing that, you have to create a cursor object, and using the con dot cursor, and right here, and inside nothing but you will need to write, and now you have to need the using the cursor execute some query, and what is the query? exe execute some query, and what is the name of that query? Yes, that is select and star, you mean that. Okay, what I the mistake, select star from, what is the my table name? What is the, go here, and what is my table name? Is the sign up, SIGNUP. So SIGNUP, the exactly my table name. What is the is in small, so I will write SIGNUP. This is my table name. Okay, after doing that, you have to make everything, and I will calling the row. How much row? So inside the row, using the cur, and you will find the fetch all. It does mean all data existing in this table I have to fetch to match the user enter the credentials. Okay, so row is equal to cur dot fetch fetch, fetch all. Okay man, fetch all. Okay, fetch all function I have called, and after that suppose any number, just a equal to 10, or suppose 7 you have to use, because I am assigning the 7 value for a variable, because if a variable, then I will use that block, and if have the another variable, then we will the another block. So that is the mean. N equal to I will use the len function, and inside the len function I will find the value of row, ROW. Value of row, this value I have to pass in it. And now friend, n is whatever, then I will execute the for loop. Inside the for loop, I it is the any variable in range, and inside the range where we will go to 0 to n is the what, nothing but our name, and put the colon, and if you put the colon, 0 to n. And what does it mean? It is the indentation. Okay, and another for loop also I am taking, and until and unless indentation you are not knowing, that you have to know it is the working as a curly bracket in C and other languages, and you may in the PHP we use the to define the block curly bracket, but in Python to define the block we use the nothing but the indentation. It does mean the white space from the left. Okay, nothing, simple logic. And for another variable I am taking the j in range, and here the you will find the range nothing but from where, from also 0 to 3. Why I am using the 0 to 3? Because value of j will go up to the 3 level, and after that I am again making the indentation. Now friends, important, if I check, yes, this line is the vital point of this video. Okay, and if I make it here, the first name, it is the variable which is I got from that thing, where this is the I got from, copy that first name and put, because I want to match it cross. Okay, if equal to row location, nothing but ith location as well as the jth location. Yes, that is more. And if it correct, then I will use the AND operator, that is the logical AND. And also I am, if this true, what does it mean, this line? If ith location, it does mean it is I is mean it is the number of row, first row, 0th row, second row, third row, and j is the column of ith row. So I will explain in a proper way. So here I am opening the paint. Oh shit, man, why I am just opening the paint. I will opening the paint, and I will explain here. Just taking nothing but this is the this is one row, this is one row, 2 and 3, so okay, and this is the column, so in this row, this is the I equal to 0, I equal to 1, 2 and so on, and this is the j equal to 0, j equal to 1. Okay, like that we are making. Okay, if I make it more proper, so here the I equal to 0, I equal to 1, I equal to 2 and I equal to 3. As soon as the number of line will increase 3, you can say 4, and so the number of row will increase. So the first loop will iterate, and j equal to 1, j equal to 2, and you can write the j equal to 3 or 2 and so on. It is the second for loop. It is the second for loop. I am cutting it. Why I have opened it. Shit. So it is simple mean. Now what is the mean of? Just paste the password, and I have also checked the password. Nothing but it is the simple logic which we have made already. Now password is also equal to how to check the row, that is the main thing, and row is nothing but the ith means it does mean. Now the j is most important. Why I am taking the j plus 4? Because why I am taking the j plus 4? Because let's come here friends, this is the 0th column, this is the first column, second column, third column and fourth column. So whenever the j is 0, we have to access the value of password j plus 4. So in the first term, j is 0, then j plus 4, so it will access the value of the fourth column in ith row, and I is the row value, so I have access. If I not include, then total values 4 plus 4, 16 line, and 16 into 4, 64 line I have right to here, but using that thing. Okay, and if I made it inside the inside the bracket, and if both is true, this is also true, this is the value which is entered the user, and this is the value which is already exist in database. If both is correct, this is the value exist in database, this is the value user enter recently which he oblique she want to login. So if both values will correct, both values will true, this is also true and this is also true, then what will I happen? If also true equal to true, then what will you write here? Then what will you write here? I will allow, if this is both are correct, then I will assign the a equal to 5. Yes, here already a is value 7, and if it is false, then our controller will return to this, and again so exit from that loop. If it does mean if a equal to 7, then what will happen? Where the value change a equal to 5, after this both variable will return true and it is also mean true, then our controller will enter the inside the next iteration. But if it is false, then it will return again and outside the loop. So here outside the loop, if I write here a equal to 7, if a equal to 7, what does it mean? Nothing but if you can just put if a equal to 7, if a equal to 7, it does simple mean not assigning already. If a 7, then just call him what? Simple print function password or username is incorrect, because until unless is here, then a value will be same, but if true, then it will enter in this section, then a value will be changed, a equal to 5 from 2. So here what will you write here? Write password and username. Okay, username is incorrect, okay, anyway incorrect. Okay, this is the after leaving the loop. Now let's come here, and if it is the correct, then here value assigned to 5, and here I will print what? I will print nothing but admin, that is most important, friend. Okay, inside the close loop and angle bracket, just use the h2 or h2 use, and also you can close the h2 tag, and inside nothing but h2, and inside h2 you will write admin, or simple just whatever admin or user, admin is successful, admin comma what will you write here? Simple like that, close it, and again comma admin, and what the name of admin? I don't know what is the name of admin, but this first name, copy that name and paste here using comma, so admin first name, and which is the row you will find that one row, because position of the first name is first position, so I will use the one I will use, and put the comma. After leaving that, put the comma, and after comma you can close the head tag, and after heading tag again you can start again after using the head tag, and yes, h2, and you can log in here, nothing but the login successful you can write here, login success, anyway you can write, and close your head, close you can write here, and how to write? Close inside the bracket, which bracket? Double bracket, okay, and your login success. Now you are, everything is correct, okay, and here you can also start the session in HTML, but it's and you can give the location your where you want to redirect that after login, where you want to redirect, so print in inside anchor tag you can give any yes, give the HTML simple hash I am giving here, and otherwise in anchor tag you can give the href equal to, just give simple here only, because in form.php simple you can like here, or other name I can use, just leave it. Okay, control S and just check, control S and just check it's working or not. How to like localhost mango and form.php, if this is the correct, then you will navigate, to the main website, and main website is the form.php, and your database name is the python data, and your name is the sign up. Okay, and after doing that it will go, and if it is the wrong, then our controller will return from here to here. Then inside the if block you can set the password or username are incorrect. Okay, let's let's see the sham, and just enter the 123456, it is the password, and you will, yes, admin sham bhatia login successfully, and you can go to the main website. Yes, you can go to through this website. In the next video we will do the all coding of that buttons and insert delete in the same way, and we will take the input from the, this is the HTML form, and we will process as a Python backend. So here you will do like that. This is the most important line, and you can do exactly. Okay, so this video is ending here. Now you can just join me in the next part. This is ending the part 2.